Montana Governor Steve Bullock finally making it official today that he is making a run for president.
And of course, Bullock, a familiar face in Montana, having served 2 terms as governor. But now he faces the challenge of trying to stand out in a crowded field of Democrats.
Bullock will now head to Iowa, where the fast-track campaigning is set to begin. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison has more on the governor's not-so-unexpected announcement.
Governor Bullock kicked things off at 4 a.m. Tuesday with a 2-minute, 44-second campaign video going heavy on his campaign theme of getting big money out of politics and how to skew the system against the average person.
I believe in an America where every child has a fair shot to do better than their parents. But we all know that that kind of opportunity no longer exists for most people. For far too many, it never has. That's why we need to defeat Donald Trump in 2020 and defeat the corrupt system that lets campaign money drown out the people's voice.
He followed that up with an interview Tuesday morning with Montana reporters at his campaign headquarters in Helena, where he talked more about what brought him into the race. As he put it, the country has become more and more divided, and he has a record of bridging the political divide to do good things for the people, like expanding Medicaid coverage in Montana and cracking down on dark money in politics. Then it was on to the big event of the day, meeting with students at his alma mater, Helena High, including his daughter, Caroline, and a scrum of national media.
This morning, we released a video announcing that I was running for President of the United States in 2020. It's a pretty audacious goal for a B student who sat in these same seats that you actually are sitting in right now.
The rest of this week, it's off to Iowa for Bullock, who campaigns Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the state that holds the first presidential nominating caucus next February. Tuesday, however, was the easy part for Bullock. Now comes the hard part, trying to distinguish himself in a huge and experienced field of national-level political talent. He'll talk about winning in a Trump state and rural America, and his bona fides on fighting and spotlighting corporate money in politics. But will it be enough for a late entry into this crowded, star-studded race? For Steve Bullock, it's been quite the winding trail, from this high school to governor of Montana. Now he'll try to make the jump to a much higher level and extend that political journey. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
All right, although no official announcement is made, Political reporting Bullock is one of 19 candidates who already met the Democratic Party's requirements for the first debate.
And that debate set to be held in Miami at the end of June.